Hi there, it's Jo here from Creative Empowerment. Thank you for joining me today. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing a spread from the Sacred Path cards. So this is the first one of these that I'm doing. I have done other spread videos. It's a little bit hard to see this front cover. This is by Jamie Sams. And today we're looking at the Corn Stalk Spread. We're also using the Australian Wildflower Reading Cards by Cheralyn Darcey. So we're not using the cards that this particular spread comes from. I like mixing it up and seeing where that leads us. So let's jump into it. So as you can see, I've shuffled already. The Corn Stalk Spread, a spread about your day or a problem that you're having. Spreads in Oracle and Tarot, we use them so that we understand what the card position is talking to us about and helps us stay focused and on track. Corn has been a daily staple of Native American people for hundreds of years. It is believed that corn is sacred and that the people are fed by the fertile earth whose gift is the corn. A wise medicine man once said that if a philosophy did not grow corn, it had no value. Corn is the symbol of goodness, abundance, and fertility. And these are the things that feed us daily. And this is Jamie Sams that I'm reading from. We may need the body, the mind, the heart, and the spirit. We may feed the body, the mind, the heart, and the spirit if we seek beauty in our daily lives. For it is the beauty of living in balance that grows corn. The Corn Stalk Spread is a way to receive the mana that comes from the sacred corn pollen. It is a gentle daily reminder of the beauty to be experienced if you are open to it. So here we have the picture of the Corn Stalk Spread. The first card is the root card. The second is the stalk card, which expresses the attitude that needs to walk in beauty and balance. The third card is the kernel card, which tells you what the fruits of your labours will provide for you. The fourth card is the corn mana card, which denotes how your corn silk is catching the sacred pollen and bringing abundance to your life. So let's draw our four cards. Our first card is the root card. All right, so that's my first card. The second card is the stalk card, which expresses the attitude needed to walk in beauty and balance. That's my second card. And the third card is the kernel card. And the fourth card is the mana card. Okay, so I have my four cards. Now, you can see that my particular way of spreading this out is not exactly the way they have done. I'm doing this simply for space reasons. But we're reading them 1, 2, 3, 4. So this first card is a root card, which denotes the beauty that can be experienced today. And I'm really breathless drawing this card, which is really interesting. By connecting to the Earth Mother. This can also speak to you about the root of a problem if you are in turmoil about a life situation. The root card can also allow you to see the resources available through connecting to Mother Earth. So obviously, as it's the root card, it's very much about the root cause. The Violet Nightshade card is about power. Now I'm going to read from the book here. Not everything that the book is talking about, but I find that when I'm doing these and they're about myself, that I can sometimes go off track. So to stop us all going off track all of the time, I'm going to read from the card. And it's a beautiful colour, and the word power is the root of things. The energies connected with this flower are all surrounding power, power that empowers as well as suppresses. It could be time for you to step into your power, to shift things forward, and to take a more confident and leading role. With power, as we know, comes great responsibility and a need for more care. Situations regarding those in authority are indicated as is the expectation of others. The challenge right now is ego. Your ego and the egos of others may be blocking the paths to enable real change and freedom to occur. I often call this find a mentor flower, as it often comes to remind us that growth comes through sharing. As a healer, Violet Nightshade is a good flower for new parents who are struggling with responsibility that their new life position brings. So if we think about, as a parent, I have been through that situation where you're very, very highly aware that you are this little person's, lifeline. You are everything to this little person, and you often don't feel up for the challenge of it. I'm sure there are people who did or do, but I certainly didn't. And so I think this is about, the root here is about connecting to the earth, and perhaps this is about re-establishing roots or connection with Mother Earth, but also with my own sense of leadership and power. And that is something that has been recurring in things at the moment. The second card is the Stalk card, which expresses the attitude needed to walk in beauty and balance. The Stalk card also can denote the lesson you need to learn, so you may be a bridge between the path of understanding and the crooked trail. This human bridge is the peacemaker, the true witness, or healer. You may be called upon to take one of these roles at any time. The courage, talent, or ability needed to be a human bridge is supported by the Stalk card. So I'm feeling very disorganized with this particular Stalk spread, and I don't really know why that is. But this could be the challenge card. This could be what I need to learn. This could be something that I need to change, like to adopt a different strategy, it talks of the healer, the witness, being a bridge, a peacemaker, because there are certain ways in life we show up, and I often show up as a peacemaker, but I often show up as a peacemaker and I hurt myself. So perhaps that's why I'm feeling very disorganized with this one. Orange Banksia is enthusiasm. Do what you love is the message here. Right, that makes a lot of sense. And the orange is really making me feel about the sacral chakra, creativity. That's the only word that's really coming to, which I know there's a lot more. A new enthusiasm is needed, and you are the only one who can make that happen. If there is failure or stagnation, it will only be due to a lack of enthusiasm from those involved. By instilling a new verve, going back to the essence and heart of the matter, you will have the tools to begin again. Something needs shaking up and dusting off. There is energy here for education, improving skills, and understanding new projects which involve learning. The challenge of Orange Banksia is lethargy and cynical thinking, which I'm definitely both of those things. You may find that over-enthusiasm of others annoys or distracts you. As a healer, Orange Banksia is a big dose of enthusiasm and renews the drive for life. So I can definitely use that at the moment because I have been feeling less than enthusiastic. So perhaps that is the bridge that I need to, to cross, and perhaps that's a lesson that I'm learning, because I do get a bit over enthusiastic about things. Failure or stagnation is based on you as a person or me as a person. So it feels a bit heavy at the same time, that card, but it also talks about not being critical of yourself and not being cynical. And so I think that's the lesson of this card. The lesson that I am learning there is that not to flip-flop from one to the other, and perhaps to do things with enthusiasm because I love them. Do what you love is the message here. So, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, our third card is the Kernel card, which tells you what the fruits of your labours will provide you. The lesson of the card should be fully digested so that the ear of corn can give energy to the body, mind, or spirit and support your present path. Kernels of corn represent the seeds of the future to Native people. These kernels also provide food for the present. Through learning present lessons, the future will be assured. So our third card, oh, I love that card. Look at that vibrance and the colour, it's really sort of singing and dancing, that card, and it's all about strength. So some really strong words here, which I really love about my day today, and hopefully your day if you're watching this. Strength begins within. Rosella Flower is showing the areas that need strengthening and asks you to look within for those answers, an opening up of that which you never knew could be possible. New heights attained and a renewed vigour for life and projects, very much the enthusiasm too. It all begins with strength at the core. and a realization that this is what needs working on right now. Step up and be heard, and do not waver in your intentions. Match action, voice, and mind with conviction. The challenge of Rosella is not opening up and being too fearful of failure. That is definitely, that's me in a nutshell. Overextension of resources must be watched as well. Very similar to the Orange Banksia message. As a healer, Rosella aids hypertension and a great all-round energy booster. So again, we've got more energy coming in, which is something that I really do need. I have been feeling very lacking in energy. You know, if you've been watching along with me on these other videos, you'll notice that I think I may have talked about taking my business from 2 things to 1 thing, to really focusing on readings only and not healing. So I feel like the lack of energy that I've had has been because I've been trying to hold on to that thing, whereas this is talking to me about the power that I have in my body and in my strength and convictions and things like that. Because if I'm enthusiastic about what I'm doing and really focused, then the ability to move forward is much greater. The 4th card is the Corn Mana card, which denotes how your corn silk is catching the sacred pollen and bringing abundance to your life. If you're feeling fear or scarcity, the Corn Mana card will present the lesson that you need to learn to realign with. And so this card is all about the Corn Mana. So how it's bringing abundance to your life. But if you're stuck and focused on lack and scarcity, then it's the lesson that you need to work with. Blue gum indicates a time of healing and cleansing energy, and this is 100%. That's what I'm going through right now. Acceptance for what has gone before, yes, and a time to move forward. Working for the greater good and looking at the big picture as opposed to being bogged down in the details is being suggested to you. Look at other ways to heal and commit to being healthy and looking after you. It can be a time to forgive the hurts of the past. Blue gum also suggests working with higher energies and taking notice of your guides. The challenge that blue gum can present is a victim mentality, being disconnected from faith and losing hope. As a healer, blue gum flowers are perhaps one of the strongest physical healers. They support the mind, body, and spirit connection. Really sums up what I've been going through at the moment. So it is my challenge. I am challenged and hopefully letting go of the victim mentality that I feel like I have been, spending a lot of time working through. And I do love the black and white images in this book of Cheralyn Darcey's. So that was the Mana card. Is my life's personal philosophy growing corn? That it tells me how to continue growing corn. And if it's not, it's the lesson that I need to deal with. And there is a note at the bottom of this spread, so I'll read it to you. Attitudes change daily, and depending on the events you are experiencing. To change your attitude, you may wish to acknowledge the resources available, the root, and the harvest that may be coming your way through the corn card. So that's the blue gum. So the root card and the blue gum flower card here. So this is the root, or what the resources that are available, and this is the harvest that may be coming your way through the corn card. Notice that the integration of the 2 clues to what you are creating are supported by your stalk. The stalk is the attitude that will bring the abundance into physical, and the stalk is the enthusiasm. And I'm sort of being challenged by this a little bit, funnily enough, not funny, that your own personal power is kind of the thing that I've been driving myself with, but I feel like I've also depleted it, which is probably why I need to do the healing. But my enthusiasm for healing, because I really do have an enthusiasm for healing the self and healing others, but that's challenging me a little bit there too, because it's saying that the stalk is the attitude that will bring the abundance into physical form. So I suppose it's talking about getting out of the victim mode and sticking with the enthusiasm to work on the healing of self, because that's where the abundance will come in when I have done this work and when I continue to do the work, because I'm getting really over doing the work, just got to say. Has this been helpful for me? Yes, it has been challenging. What did I get from this? Well, I got a different perspective that I probably wasn't connecting with before I did this spread, and it's made me a little bit angry as well, because I want my healing to be over. And I know, look, I know that if it was over, I probably wouldn't be here. That's exit stage left, or whatever you say. But I have learnt a lot from this. The words are really powerful words. I probably didn't want the healing to come up, but maybe also I'm not seeing that the healing is in progress and, nearly complete, or whatever. The healing is bringing abundance to my life. And perhaps it's also still in the challenge. So it's probably, bordering on both things, which I didn't want. I was going to say probably didn't want, but I didn't want it to be that way. I want it to be, more than complete, because I want to move on. However, what this spread has done for me is helped me see that these are the things that I need to focus on to make sure that I get the abundance that comes from the healing, that I turn that into the positive side of the healing, that I get the rewards from it, that I understand, that I, then empower other people. Like now I can sort of see that's quite a cycle there of that. When we're going through our own stuff, we can go through those dark nights of the soul, or months of the soul, or whatever, and it feels like we're never going to get there. There's a gift in that, because what comes after it is so much knowledge and strength and enthusiasm and power, personal power in that transformation. Yes, this spread has been really useful. Will I use it again? Yeah, I might. It's not one I'm going to run to in a hurry. I think maybe I need to work with it a bit more to understand it. Maybe I need to do a few more of these, like once a week or something, to really get in the flow of this particular spread. And if you would like a private reading, there is a link in the description box below. I do oracle and tarot, psychic readings, and I do a type of psychic art. So check out the link in the description box below. As always, please remember to like and share this video. Please come and follow me on Facebook and Instagram. On Facebook, there is a tarot and oracle community that if you would like to, you can submit a question that I can do in these readings. If you love oracle and tarot, if you love divination, if you love to work on yourself, then you will love to follow my channel. That's what I do here. So glad you joined me. Thanks for being here. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.